Hey everyone, it's Amy. Today I have for you the Madam Glam April collection. So Madam Glam sent me over the entire new April collection. This launches today. This video is going up April 4th. The collection has been launched, so definitely watch the swatch video and go check out the new collection. But looks like we got a full springtime pastel type of a vibe. We have 7 cream colors, and then we do have 1 top coat. This is a Ocean Pearl no wipe top coat. So let's go ahead and do some swatches and comparisons of the new collection. This first one is Rainforest. Here's what Rainforest looks like. This is a really pretty green. I'm not normally into greens. I do like a good army type of a green for fall, but this is a really pretty springtime green. It's not super pastel. It's like a bright pastel. It's definitely on the lighter side, but it's not like the chalk colors where they're just slightly off-white. This is a really pretty green. Next we have Honeycomb. Here's what Honeycomb looks like. This one is a little on the streaky side, but definitely after the second coat it will cover up. But this is a pastel yellow shade. It's more on the muted side. Definitely I could see like the honeycomb vibe to this. It's giving me a color that might be in like Winnie the Pooh type of a color. Next we have the Persian Sea. Here's what the Persian Sea looks like. It's a beautiful purple. It's more on the blue tone, like it's almost leans periwinkle type of a vibe. I would say it is a little bit on the muted side, but again, same with the green one, how it's that brighter pastel color. Next, we have Lotus Fever. Here's what Lotus Fever looks like. Same with the honeycomb shade. It is a little on the streaky side, but it will cover in 2 coats. It is a muted pastel pink. Next we have the Core. Here's what the Core looks like. This one is more of a corally color, and similar to the green and the purple we've seen so far from this collection, it's that brighter pastel shade. This next one is Blue Jay. Here's what Blue Jay looks like. It is kind of like a gray, blue, lighter sky blue shade. Next we have Sahara Dunes. Here's what Sahara Dunes looks like. This is a pretty peach color. Again, on that like brighter pastel type of color. This one's super pretty for a peach. And then finally we have the Ocean Pearl non-wipe top coat. Here's what that Ocean Pearl no wipe top coat looks like. So it's mostly clear, and then it's got basically all of your pastel colors. There's pink, yellow, green, blue, white. There are like different flakes in it. So I'll go ahead, after I cure this, I'm going to put a color underneath it so that way we could see what it looks like over a color as well. And then this one, same with, I think it was the non-white top coat in the Easter collection. It's a little on the sticky side, and then I don't know if you can see, it's not fully flat with the flakes. They do tend to stick up a little bit. So I would probably almost do another top coat over this, which kind of sucks because this should already just be your top coat and done. So I don't know what it is. They've had better, like the confetti no wipe top coats, those are all fine. It's this one and that last one, they're kind of sticky and they kind of stick up a little bit. So I don't know if they need to just tweak their formula a little. But let me go ahead and do a second coat of all of the colors and then top coat, and we'll come back and do some comparisons as well. Okay, so here is the full collection. It is super pretty. It says spring. Spring is here. And I love the range of the colors as well. And then here's what that ocean pearl looks like over color. So let's go ahead and do some comparisons, and then I'll tell you my final thoughts on the collection. So starting off with our greens, we have Rainforest. Here is Early Bird, which is close, but it is different. This one is Your Sublime, which is quite a bit brighter. Here's Honeydew, which leans more of a teal color. Here is Vibrancy, which is a little bit darker. Here's Pure Nature, which leans more olivey. And then here is Little Secret. This was from just last month's March collection, which is quite a bit brighter. So the only one it really gets close to is Early Bird, but it's still that slight different. Like there's a little bit more maybe yellow in this one. I think it's a little bit muted. That's what a lot of these colors, they're slightly muted, but not very much. Like I know some spring colors, like you can be very, very muted. Like there was one collection from Light Elegance. It was a spring launch. It had like the Monet artistic vibe to it. Those were very, very muted. These ones are like bright pastel, just barely muted. So I think that's why there's like that little bit of difference to it. Next we have Honeycomb, which is our muted yellow shade, which none of these compare. Let me pull the nudes. Kind of leans more. It is yellow, but none of the yellows I have are like this light. This one is Creamy Caramel, quite a bit darker. This one is the Inventor, again quite a bit darker. Here is Egg Mania, which is quite a bit lighter and more pink. This one's New Me, which I think the colors are similar, but it's just quite a bit darker. And then here's what it looks like next to Smelly Cat. It's definitely more yellow than Smelly Cat. So that's about it. So this is definitely new to the collection. Then for our purple, the Persian Sea. Here we have Light Lilac. So you can see how this one leans a little bit more on the blue side. Light Lilac is a little bit on the pinker side. Here is Healing Glam. You see next to Healing Glam, it looks more blue. Here's Lilac Lace. Here's Extravaganza. So it does look more blue next to the purples. Let me see if there's any blues that will kind of compare. Here's Lucky Number 9. Then it looks very purple next to Lucky Number 9. Mama Bear. Yeah, none of the other ones really compare. Here's Glorious, which is almost like a darker periwinkle. So it does give that similar tone, but again, very different. So I think this is a good addition to the collection. Then for Lotus Fever, which is our light pink, here is next to Angel Wings, which Angel Wings is quite a bit darker. Here's next to our baby pink. It does get close to our baby pink, but this one almost has a little bit of a nude peachy vibe. Very, very slight, but it does get close to baby pink. Here's Love Energy. Here is Moonchild. So you can see next to Moonchild, it does look more on the pinker side. And then if we pull from our nudes, here is Prime. It gets close to Prime, but it's still a little bit pinker. Here's the King's Speech, which is definitely peachier. No Angel is more of a nude. Proud Nude. Here's Eggmania. So it definitely, I think, is a good addition. It leans more pink next to the nudes, but more nude next to some of the pinks. Here's our other pink in this collection, which does lean a little bit on the corally side. This is the Core. Here is it next to Pajama Party, which Pajama Party is close to Neon. Here is it next to Coral Flirt. So you can see it actually looks similar to Coral Flirt. Coral Flirt is just a little bit darker. Here's Glam Element, which is definitely more of a neon. Here is Angel Wings, which this looks more coral next to Angel Wings. Here is Berry Blush, which was from the February collection. So I think this one is a good addition as well. Here is Blue Jay, which I think we're gonna have a lot to compare to Blue Jay. It looks like there's a lot of lighter blues. So starting out, this is Pure Cloud, which is a little bit on the teal side. Here is Guardian Angel, which gets very close. Guardian Angel is slightly lighter. Here's Lucky Number 9, which is slightly darker. Here's I Rule, which is quite a bit brighter. Mama Bear, which is darker, but it's got the same tone. Here is Aqua Blue, which is quite a bit darker and brighter. Here is New Moon, quite a bit lighter. Here is Magic Whispers, leans a little bit more on the teal side. So nothing completely compares. Some of those first ones got a little close, but nothing completely compares. Then for Sand Dunes, we're gonna have to pull the nudes and the oranges. So as far as like peaches go, here is Cheek to Cheek, which is close but a little darker. I think that's it for the orange. Here is our nudes. So this one is King's Speech. It gets close to the King's Speech. Sahara Dunes is just a little bit darker. No Angel. Here is Autumn Aura. Here's Egg Mania again. So again, nothing that completely compares. And then here is Ocean Pearl, which is our no wipe top coat that has the flakes. I did pull my other no wipe top coats that I have to compare. This one is Fiery Energy, but these are bar glitters, but even the colors are not similar. Same thing with Luminous, bar glitters, color doesn't compare. King of Glam is more of actual glitters. And then here's the one that just came out in the Easter limited edition collection. This is Bunny's Freckles. It's very similar to Bunny's Freckles, where it has those flakes in it, which is probably why it has the similar consistency. They're very similar. Bunny's Freckles only has blue, orange, and green. So there is the addition of some purpley pink and some white to this one, but they're a little too similar for my liking, and they did release back to back. So here again is the collection as a whole. Overall, I really like this. This is my type of a spring collection. I don't tend to care for these super pastel spring colors, and I also don't tend to care for these super muted spring colors. I like these ones because they are a light pastel, but they're still bright, but it's definitely spring. Like, none of these really scream summer at all. Unlike the new spring like Elegance collection, which is very much summer and neons. So this is it's a really good spring collection. It has a really good range of colors. And overall, it's pretty good additions to the collections. I think that blue got a little close, and the pink got a little close, but I think everything else is pretty much new to the collection. But even the two that I pointed out, they weren't like super exact. The only one I'm not really a fan of is the Ocean Pearl. It looks very, very, very similar to the Bunny's Freckles that just launched for Easter. Now, the Easter one was limited edition, so if you weren't able to get your hands on that one, then I would say pick this one up, because then you can add that to your collection. But if you already have the Bunny's Freckles, you don't really need the Ocean Pearl. Again, like I said, overall, I really like this collection. These are my kind of spring colors. It makes me very excited for the warmer weather to come. You guys will have to let me know in the comments down below what you think of this collection. What are you picking up? If you are picking up some, remember I do have a discount code with Madam Glam. It'll be up on the screen as well as in the description box down below. Thank you again to Madam Glam for sending me over the entire new April collection. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy my swatching videos. Make sure to subscribe for more coming out very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.